Hello, it's Sandra. Just a little quick mini lesson here. This is a painting that I've done on a board, one of these canvas boards. They're quite handy actually. I use them a lot. You can frame them later, but they're just excellent just to work with. This one's got a lot of layers. It's just so many layers onto it. It's looking terribly dull, and you sort of look at it and think, oh golly, it's just it's not working, it's not right. So I've got to make a decision, what am I going to do with this? And because it's got all these sort of deep dark colors, I think it needs lightening up. And to lighten it up, it needs some white. Sure, it's got the gray here and that, but I think it needs white. And I think it needs a complete contrast of a color, maybe a complementary color like red. Complementary is green, greeny blue. So probably getting into this sort of colouring, this lovely turquoise, that might work quite nicely. Now I'm going to be very brave here and do something that will surprise you. I'm going to be putting on some gloss gel medium. I use this a lot. I've got this over here, this Montmartre it is. It's called turquoise. It's a satin acrylic. It's actually an opaque colour, which means it covers over, it's not transparent. But if you put enough, a tiny bit, with lots of this gloss medium, this is a light gloss medium, you'll find that you'll be able to get a nice, very translucent sort of colouring. So I'm only going to put a tiny bit in and mix it up. Oh, here we go. There's a bit of yellow there too, but that doesn't matter. This was from something before. And here we go, it's a light turquoisey. It's got a sort of a chalky look. I'm going to be covering it over here, just a coat over it. I don't think I'll do it all, because I think I'll just do parts of it, because I think the idea is to give it a little bit of energy into some of the places that look a bit dead. And I'll be slowly getting those contrasts moving. The board's very heavily textured because it's had a lot of paint work done on it in the past. And that's okay, this is the board that I love to play with. And sometimes these boards become some of the best paintings you've ever made. Now already that's starting to look a lot better with the gloss medium and that, and you'll see the colouring's gone into the crevices, and I can just get a straight colour here on this and then run it across. You watch what happens here. Okay, see, I'm just gently running it through, and it's creating this lovely texture coming through the whole thing. You can run it down. Again, I don't want to overdo it, because you overdo something and it spoils the whole thing. You need to keep a little bit of mystery too to your work. I think maybe a little bit more on the top here. Now this gloss medium will dry, it will dry clear. So what should happen is this cloudy look will go, and you'll get the soft toning of the turquoise contrasted with the heavier turquoise, and it should look actually quite good. I'm just going to put a little bit more darker here, just so you get a little bit of contrast through this system. You can actually do many ways of contrasting. You can get your brush and just dab it like so. And see, that's interesting, even that mark making, just through there. So your eyes running through and up and across, and then down, and then a little bit along here. There. And then across this there. So you've got the nice, there, you've got the nice lines coming through. Now this is no means finished. This is just adding layers, okay? But I think it looks a lot better than what it did when I came to do this work with you. I was showing you just how dull it was looking, but already just the contrast, you can see it's sort of come alive. Now just remember when you're doing this that whatever colour you've got in acrylic, it will dry darker. So this will dry darker, might be too dark. In that case, we'll have to lighten it up again with a little bit of white paint and maybe some more of this turquoisey shade. Anyway, I'm feeling quite happy about that. We can dab it a little bit if we wish. This is just an old soft cloth. These are handy to have around the place. And you can just dab parts of it if you want to get rid of some of it and you're finding it's just a bit too much. The other way is, I've just got to find them. Here they are. These are amazing to have. These are wipes, baby wipes, disinfectant. I use these a lot in my art actually, and like there's parts there that I don't like and I think, no, that's not going to work. So I'll actually just use a baby wipe just to take out and bring some of the layers back, because I sort of feel I've lost a little bit here, just especially in that area, and anything that looks a bit dull looking like here, and you can bring back the original colours. It's going to dry anyway, but we can always add more later, you see, and I quite liked having that toning down there, so we'll just bring that back in here. And it's a matter of adding and subtracting. I'm not sure about this here, so I think we'll take that out. And I think it's better without it. Probably not as much here. The idea is not to overwhelm your eye, but to have a little touches of it so that your eye's not overwhelmed with everything at once. And again, I think it could a bit more to come up here. Again, you can see what I'm doing is I'm adding and I'm subtracting and adding and subtracting. And this is just a process of going through abstract art. And it's a matter of making your decisions on what you want left in the painting and what you want taken out of the painting. So there's my baby wipe. You see how wonderful it's been? Now, you can use that to as a rag later. I don't. I tend to just throw them away. Probably a bit of waste, really. Let's just see what else we can bring back in. Quite like that nice reddy toning here. I think that's quite good. And this is nowhere near finished. Don't think that by any means. I've got a lot more work to do. I'm going to try and bring out more red into it, the darker and the lighter contrast. But I really like the way this is developing. I like the fact that we've got complementary colours happening now with the blue, green, with the red. The yellows are lovely. That's a yellow ochre. The mark making here is interesting. And this is just happy accidents that have happened along the way. So that's where we're at so far. I'll just keep working on a few projects and you'll be able to see my process. And I'm going to be putting all this into a program, which will be all about mark making and, developing a background for your art. Now this would make a beautiful painting background, and then you can put some realistic like trees, or you might want to put a big vase of flowers or something on top. You might want to put a face on top of that. I don't know. It's whatever you want, whatever suits you. But it's a beautiful start for a painting. But I personally love abstracts, so I will just keep staying with the abstracts. But again, don't feel that this is all just passing on knowledge for abstract art. It's not. It's for realism and abstract. Okay? So that's all for today. I hope you enjoy this, and please follow me, Sondra Dawn Art, and sign up to my courses. I'd love to show you more. This is just a little taster. Okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.